Hello, this is Angelique with the Gaston County Public Library, and you're listening to the Coming Soon Report, wherein I tell you about new books and DVDs coming to your library. For this episode, we'll be focused on the upcoming releases for the month of January 2025. As usual, we'll start with upcoming adult fiction. Coming out January 6th. Holmes is Missing. Number 2 in the Holmes, Marple & Poe series by James Patterson and Brian Sitz. Coming out January 7th. The Note, a suspense thriller by Alafair Burke. The Life of Herod the Great, a never-before-published novel by Zora Neale Hurston and Deborah G. Plant. A Sea of Unspoken Things, a supernatural thriller by Adrienne Young. The Stolen Queen, a historical mystery by Fiona Davis. Remember When, number 4 in the Ravenswood series by Mary Bollig. Shattering Dawn, number 3 in the Lost Night Files series by Jane Ann Krentz. Never Say Never, a women's fiction novel by Danielle Steele. See How They Hide, number 6 in the Quinn and Costa thriller series by Allison Brennan. Immortal, number 4 in the Celestial Kingdom series by Sue Lynn Tan. Coming out January 14th. The Big Empty, number 20 in the Elvis Cole and Joe Pike series by Robert Grace. The Business Trip, a domestic thriller by Jessie Garcia. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, a paranormal horror by Grady Hendrix. Grave Danger, number 19 in the Jack Switek series by James Grapondo. Beautiful Ugly, a psychological thriller by Alice Feeney. Robert Ludlum's The Bourne Vendetta, number 20 in the Jason Bourne series by Brian Freeman. The Texas Murders, number 3 in the Texas Ranger thriller series by James Patterson and Andrew Burrell. Presumed Guilty, number 3 in the Presumed Innocent series by Scott Turow. More or Less Maddie, a women's fiction novel by Lisa Genova. The Forger's Requiem, a literary fiction novel by Bradford Morrow. Death of the Author, a sci-fi saga by Nnedi Okorafor. Coming out January 21st. Onyx Storm, number 3 in the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros. Live for a Million, number 2 in the Rivalry series by Janet Daly. Coming out January 28th. The Oligarch's Daughter, a spy thriller by Joseph Finder. Order of Swans, number 1 in the Blue Swan duology by Jude Devereaux. Been Wrong So Long It Feels Like Right, number 3 in the King Oliver series by Walter Mosley. The Crash, a suspense thriller by Frida McFadden. Next, a list of upcoming adult nonfiction. Coming out January 7th. Y2K, How the 2000s Became Everything, Essays on the Future That Never Was, by Colette Shade. The Sinners All Bow, 2 authors, 1 murder, and the Real Hester Prynne, by Kate Winkler Dawson. Coming out January 14th. Save Our Souls, The True Story of a Castaway Family, Treachery, and Murder, by Matthew Pearl. The JFK Conspiracy, The Secret Plot to Kill Kennedy and Why It Failed, by Brad Meltzer and Josh Minch. Brooke Shields Is Not Allowed to Get Old, Thoughts on Aging as a Woman, by Brooke Shields with Rachel Bursch. Coming out January 21st. 3 Wild Dogs and the Truth, a memoir by Marcus Zusak. Dare I Say It, Everything I Wish I'd Known About Menopause, by Naomi Watts. Coming out January 27th. The Survivor, How I Made It Through 6 concentration camps and Became a Nazi Hunter, by Josef Lukovich. And now, upcoming DVD releases. Coming out January 7th. Saturday Night, a biographical comedy drama starring Gabriel LaBelle. Coming out January 21st. Smile 2, a supernatural horror film starring Naomi Scott. The Substance, a satirical horror film starring Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, and Dennis Quaid. Here, a drama starring Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Paul Bettany, and Kelly Riley. That's it for January's upcoming book and DVD releases. Be sure to call the Gaston County Public Library at 704-868-2164 or contact your local branch to place a hold on those titles you're most looking forward to. If you didn't hear a book or DVD listed that you think comes out in January, call the library and ask. If it turns out we don't have it on order yet, you can always put in a purchase request for it. We will do our best to get you the books and DVDs you want. This has been the Gaston County Public Library's Coming Soon report. Talk to you again next month.